Okay.
It's like the Italian windsurf club.
No, this is the Italian spot.
Yeah.
Really, all the Italian guys are here. Another one.
Very specific format, you know. I think a really good format. I was on the organizing committee with Sergio and Susie and the Red Bull guys. We do all our advertising in-house, all our graphics in-house, all the printed materials, everything in-house. So that's my center, and everything revolves around this aspect of the company, the timing and the releases and everything. But technically we have the 3 divisions, and the time is split internally about 33%, 33% in terms of the work, you know, in terms of advertising, in terms of the art department commitments, etc. Like and in terms of the workload, but then in terms of the business, that point, you know, or during this time that I was very active, was the point where windsurfing was global and huge. You know, the windsurfing market today is probably 10% what it was in 1989.
It was only that one.
89. So that's the difference. It was a big sport, and it was the surf sport for Europe. Even surfing was small in that time.
Yeah.
You know,
It was the only one.
A lot of guys just changed because we need new. And for us, we're only going to change if it's better, not just to be new. And so sometimes it doesn't change, you know.
Yeah.
If this 4-set normally wouldn't be on the water, and a little bit of wind on an SUP is pretty terrible. Yeah? So then they think, wow, this is kind of terrible. If I had a sail, I could be going. So I think the one place that it could be a benefit is getting people back on big boards windsurfing.
And small sails.
Small sails, big boards like the old days. Out on a lake, out on a river, out on a day with 5 knots of wind, not 15 knots of wind. And to me, that is what might give windsurfing
a comeback.
Some comeback. As long as it has to be short boards and planing, windsurfing is what it is now. Because these conditions are not happening very often for most people, and it's too complicated and too much gear to go 5 times a year. But if you can go every weekend, if there's wind, at least for Naish and SUP, where we are worldwide, we need to have all these choices. I think we have 54 models right now. But between stand-up, you have the beginner, entry level, different price points. There's no structure, no costs. He just sells the boards. That's great. But I'm not, I have 34 employees, and I'm advertising in every magazine, and I have team riders that I pay really good money, and lots of them. And so all this structure costs money and a brand. And so they want to grow it because they want to sell it later and get their money back out. You know, like a lot of my competitors in kiting and even some in the windsurfing segment that have kiting, there's big money behind saying, okay,
so big money
grow it, I want to sell this someday and get my money back, whatever it is. And with us, that's what we do. It's our passion.
Life.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
Milano
or something.
Yeah. Under the Garda Lake,
maybe coast.
South Garda Lake. But then, when you have the money and the time, you get on an airplane and you go to Maui, or you go to Diamond Head, or you go to Cape Town, or you go to, and you hunt that condition. We came back to Maui with our huge house and the giant garage and all the shit, and just went,
big car.
Why do we have all this stuff? I have 9 cars. Most of them are broken, you know, because they're sitting the whole time. That one's broken, that one's battery is dead, this one's illegal, this one's like, so why do I have all this shit? There's shit
when I drive one, I could drive one at a time.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, you know what?
Let's
change some things. I mean, we're never going to make it simple, but we have to make it a little more simple. So my big truck, I sold it.
You sold your big truck?
Yeah, sold my big truck. But I just bought a bigger truck. I have to show you the truck.
Do you have also the bolts on?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you the truck.
I love
Wonderful.
Oh.
It's so big.
How many liters?
It's a
6,000.
Cat 300, so 800 foot-pounds of torque. It's 8.7 liters, I guess.
You need a ladder to go up.
But yeah, it's huge.
Beautiful.
Years, Naish was very fragmented on branding. We changed the logo, we changed the color. We had a different logo for kite than for windsurf, and you know, we weren't like targeted as a brand. But if you see how focused Red Bull is as a brand with the trademark and with the, it's just, they control every element so carefully with the brand, you know, with the, even the team rider hats, like everything. I have so much at risk, but the priority is that I'm still Robby Naish, the board rider. In my mind, you know, I'm not the business guy. I'm not running around to business